Yeah. And the,
Okay, it's 9 o'clock. I'd like to call the meeting of the Codington County Commissioners to order. If you'd please rise, we'll have the Pledge of Allegiance led by Byron.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Byron. Okay, item 2 is a call for public comment. If anybody would like to make public comment, they can do that during the meeting, or they can call the telephone number 605-882-6248 or 605-882-6297. Item 3, is there any conflict of interest?
No.
nope.
Okay, good. Item 4, we need a motion to approve the May 28th agenda.
So moved. Second.
A motion by Waterman, second by Gable. Any additions to the agenda? If not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item 5, need a motion to approve the May 21st minutes.
So move.
Motion by Van Duzen, second by Johnson to approve the minutes. Is there any additions or corrections? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Okay, item 6, we're gonna move into the opening of the bids for the Codington County Extension parking lot. And we'll have Steve and
Yeah.
no, it needs to need a pen.
A pen, here you go. Good catch. Low throw. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Morning.
Morning, morning.
Morning, Randall. I don't know that I.
Yeah, I'm Randy. Yep. Yep, just state your name and
Sure. Waylon Blasius with Banner Associates out of Brookings.
Here, you need an opener.
Oh, I got one.
Oh. The first bid received for the Codington County Extension parking lot is from LL and Sons Excavating Incorporated out of Hazel, South Dakota. The bid security is in the form of a bid bond. There were no addendums issued for this project, so there is no need to acknowledge the addendums. The base bid for LL and Sons Excavating Incorporated is $480,740.15. That's $480,740.15. The price for bid alternate 1, $78,118.48. That's 78,118.48. The total for bid alternate 2 is $50,630.86. It's 50,630.86. The second bid received for the Codington County Extension parking lot is from J&J Earthworks Incorporated out of Millbank, South Dakota. J&J did provide a bid security in the form of a bid bond. The base bid from J&J Earthworks Incorporated is $457,584.10. That's 457,584.10. Bid alternate one, total price $61,656.55. That's 61,656.55. Total for bid alternate two, $50,363.95. It's 50,363.95. Third bid submitted for the Codington County Extension parking lot from Ostrheim Excavating LLC out of Brookings, South Dakota. They did provide a bid bond as their bid security.
What was that name again?
Ostrheim, or maybe it's Ostream. I could be pronouncing it wrong, but I always call them Ostrheim. AUSTREIM.
Thank you.
You bet. And their base bid is $521,553.20. That's 521,553.20. Bid alternate one, $66,507.66. That's 66,507.66. Bid alternate two, $64,701.27. That's 64,701.27. And the fourth bid submitted for the Codington County Extension parking lot is from Dunick Incorporated out of Princeburg, Minnesota. Dunick did provide a bid bond for their bid security. Dunick's base bid is $465,612.45. That's 465,612.45. Bid alternate one, $49,802.35. That's 49,802.35. Bid alternate two, $72,508.10. That's 72,508.10. And again, for determination of the apparent low bidder, the owner will consider the base bid plus bid alternates one and or two. The base bid plus one of the bidder alternates will be the determination of the apparent low bidder. The owner will not be required to choose the alternate with the lowest price, but rather make a determination based off of value added to the project. And I'll be honest, I don't have all those numbers back in my mind. Thank you. I guess, we will plan to inform all bidders of the apparent low bidder once we combine the base bid with the bid alternates. I will also take all these numbers back and check that all of the units and unit prices equal the value that is placed on the bid sheets to make sure that there are no math errors. And then we will provide an abstract of bids that shows all bids, all bidders and all unit prices on the project for followed up with a recommendation to the county to consider.
So we'll put that on next week's agenda.
So be on next
Yep.
week's agenda.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, we do. Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Yes. Well,
Thank you, Wade.
Thank
Sound
you.
good?
Appreciate it.
Yes.
Yes, thank you. And thank you to all of the contractors that submitted
Thank
bids
you,
for the project.
contractors, for coming in and being here as well.
Yep, thank you.
I think it was very good that we had 4 bids.
Mhm.
Very good.
Yes. Okay, we'll move on to our monthly reports. Our emergency management, if we can have Andrew. Morning.
Hi, Andrew.
It's been a little bit since I've been here. Last couple drill weekends have been 6 days each of the last 2 months, so. So Sherry's really been a lifesaver and keeping things going, and running smoothly while I've been out, so. Yeah, since we last talked, 7 from search and rescue completed the, part 107 drone class, and 2 of them have, passed the test, to get their remote pilot license. We had 2 weather spotter classes, 44 participants, between the 2 classes, so, good participation there. Severe weather preparedness week this year was April 8th through 12th, and Captain Rehorse from the PD invited me to come with him on a couple of time slots that he had scheduled with some radio stations. And I mean, we talked weather, outdoor warning sirens, local shelter locations, and kind of what to anticipate when the sirens go off, in addition to the PD events that he was promoting. I met with a couple of businesses, one-on-one. One of them was just to kind of go through the facility, point out recommended shelter locations, and kind of discuss like places that they had already identified. And just bouncing other ideas off of them and so forth. Another one was talking about their plans, and if they were to need to evacuate their facility, like what resources are available, what we would be doing likely, like during that event, like what resources, how things get prioritized, in the EOC and so forth. And I mean, it's always kind of nice, talking to those businesses and seeing that they are planning. I mean, resiliency kind of starts at at the smallest level, family units and businesses and individuals, having a plan. And so it's just encouraging seeing, the thought and time and effort that goes into some of those plans. Both the Red Cross and state shelter trailers were inspected. I mean, other than the fact that they sit next to each other in the same building, I mean, they should be good if we were to ever need them. Sherry and I went to Salamander training, which is a credentialing system, prints off credentialing cards. It can also help keep track of supplies and time and so forth, during different events. Sherry participated in a tabletop. We were invited to, it was during one of my absences, so she was there for that.
What was the scenario for the tabletop?
That was one, with the hospital. She kind of discussed a little bit, the scenario, but I mean, if you want to know more, you can swing on down. I attended a full scale exercise. I wasn't part of the planning process or anything, but they invited me to come along and, observe and, provide input and so forth, after the fact. Other than that, just handful of meetings, maintenance. This year, the outdoor warning sirens are a little bit higher maintenance than they have been in years past. Working through some radio things, getting the search and rescue team ready for DR1, that's coming up later this week, but that's been about it. Pending your questions. That's all I've got.
Hey, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Andrew. If we. Sheriff Howell come up and. Morning.
All right,
How's it going today?
good, Brad.
Sun shining for a little bit here.
Nice,
So
yeah.
it's always a bonus.
Seems to be in South Dakota.
Especially these last few weeks.
Saturday and Sunday.
There we go. You want to grab one and then pass them down.
Wind's still blowing, oh.
Could use that to help dry out the
Yeah.
weather a little bit near the ground, so. All right, we'll start with the commissary monthly balance sheet here for the month of April 24. Yeah, it should be one extra. Bank balance end of April 24, $19,486.91. Lobby ATM and booking kiosk at the snapshot was $1,696.13 for a grand total of $21,183.04. When we did a snapshot, it was $1,130.79 in resident balances. $2,157.73 in commissary items. Funds balance of $17,894.52. Brings us back to that $21,183.04. If we jump down to the bottom there, you'll see $921.69 on commission of $3,072.30. And the total commission made off our phone and kiosk for April was $3,168.49, which was remitted back to the county here. So grand total of $19,090.18. We open up to the next page there. There's our sheriff's office checkbook, bank balance, end of April 24, $16,334.53. No receipts or deposits or anything till May, so that's zero. Copy fees collected, $8.50. Sheriff's fees collected, $10,977.67. Executions collected, $4,258.86. And warrant fees collected, $200 for a grand total of $15,445.03, which leaves us back to our original balance of $889.50. Jump onto the back page there. We'll talk about some of the activity at the sheriff's office here in the month of April. The month of April, there was 521 cases and calls for service that were responded to. We did 4 accident reports were completed. There was 43 warrants that were served. There was 293 civil papers served. See, that's up just a little bit from March. And transport miles, there was 2,920 transport miles, total of 12 trips and 16 people transported in those miles. Go down to the middle here, you'll see in the detention center, our average daily population for the month of April was 47.2. Our high average daily population was 53, and that was on the 6th. Our low ADP was 42 on the 24th. And then on our 24/7 program on the scram bracelet, we had 18 people on the scram bracelet, 13 people on remote breath, 39 people on the twice daily PBTs, and 62 people on the twice weekly UAs, and 2 people that were on a sweat patch for a grand total of 134 participants on the 24/7 program. We had 221 bookings for the month of April, which is kind of steady if you look at the numbers for the whole year there. And down at the bottom there, we collected $4,380 in out-of-county contracts, $1,420 in work release fees, $9,173 in 24/7 fees, and $4,011 in scram fees that were collected. Any questions there?
Well, yeah, I like to see that average daily population there, that 47. That's just hanging right in there, isn't it?
Yeah, it's been hanging around that 45 to
Yeah.
50,
Yeah,
kind of been the number lately, so.
yeah. That's good.
Yep,
Well, it'd be better if it was 0, but
yep.
it is what it is.
A couple things here. Dave's been really busy, like I say, with early voting going on. He had 458 average people a day last month, and I'm sure this month is gonna be a little bit more just because it's getting closer to voting and with court and everything going on. So thank Dave as you leave there. He's definitely been busy. So throughout the office and detention center, we're doing a lot of our annual trainings and qualifications, just getting those completed, firearms, pressure point and control tactics, taser trainings, getting those all completed. So yeah, school's out for summer. Well, where I'm at. Good.
Got a meeting this week to talk about your spaces with the architect to
Yep.
finish up some of the program stuff. So,
Thursday morning, we have
Yeah.
a follow-up meeting, so
So, yeah, Commissioner Schwer and I were at the, and you couldn't make that day with Matt.
I was there for a little bit and then.
Yeah, we talked, yeah, that's right. So
Yeah.
we talked through the jail spaces. This is talking about with the architect for the proposal to the voters. With possible new jail. And so what we did, so it's the last piece of it we got to talk through is the spaces for the sheriff's office. And so just so people know what we're talking about, it's kind of what rooms you need and how big they need to be, basically. So speaking in terms of, so the architect works through a lot of different formulas about, based upon, just talking to the end user. So basically you and your office about, the different spaces and then coming up like, how many file cabinets do you need? What do you need to be doing in that space? How many people, all that kind of stuff. And, so it's pretty, I kind of like watching the process. It's pretty interactive actually, so.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move down to number 8. We need action to approve out of county inmate contract. Who's that?
I'm not even sure. You have a copy of it? Kingsbury.
Kingsbury.
Kingsbury
Evans.
sent one in and wants to,
Oh,
we've had contracts with them in the past. Must be a little late at getting them turned in, so.
okay. Oh, okay. I was
You need
wondering.
a motion to approve it? So move.
Motion by Johnson, second by Waterman to approve this out of county inmate contract. Any further questions?
So is that, did we get them all back?
No, some of them haven't come back. Like say every year is a little bit different. We've had as high as 9 and I think we're at 5 or 6 right now. So they kind of comes and goes as the flow, as
Sure.
people need them, I guess, need the space.
So this is what, because of the new, price we set.
Some of it's because of the price reset. Some people are going other places.
Well, they need to redo the contracts.
Yeah.
Driven by that, so.
Yeah.
Very good. Thank you.
Any further questions? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Okay, thanks.
Thanks.
Thanks, Brad. Okay, number 9 is gonna get moved to next week. Not quite ready with that. Item 10, action to approve plat resolution for the Ben Schleissner edition.
Right, you have that information in your packet. Luke wasn't able to be here. This was approved by the planning commission at the last meeting. It's just platting out a smaller portion out of the quarter to make a lot. And it is in the northeast quarter of section 18-116-51. And if there's any other information, I can try to answer it or any other questions, but it's a farmstead exemption and we do these all the time.
Motion to approve.
Motion by Gable,
I'll second it.
second by Johnson. Any further questions? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Okay, item 11, action to authorize chair to sign amended contract for E911 service for 2024.
Troy, did you want to lead on this or do you want me to explain what the purpose is of having this submitted?
Yeah, I can kind of lead on it, right, and then I'll have to excuse myself for taking action on it, of course, but, just so the commissioners are aware, South Dakota legislature passed House Bill 1092, which increased the 911 surcharge. This is just an amendment from that $1.25, amending the collection, 100% collection from the county received from the $1.25 up to that $2 to keep that funding mechanism in line. So without the amended contract, it would have stayed at $1.25 throughout the rest of this year. But that's what this amended contract does. It allows us to start collecting those $2 surcharge as they start to be collected here in July.
Make a motion to approve.
I'll second that.
Motion by Gable, second by Johnson to this amended contract for the new rate. Any further question?
Troy, Mr. Chair.
Go ahead.
Sure.
Commissioner Gable.
So the only change is the change in the fee. as far as the text of the document goes, is what I'm gathering.
Yeah, that's correct. The only change in that existing contract was the change from $1.25 to $2. All the verbiage and everything remains the same.
Any further questions?
And that'll be in effect after July 1.
Yep, July. Seeing no further questions, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Okay, item 12. Discussion possible action to enact burn ban resolution.
It was suggested by our emergency management director that we can remove it from the agenda.
Yes. Good idea. Item 13, action to approve abatement application. Okay, item 14, we need a motion to approve claims for payment.
Okay, so the first one is our salary claims for May, and that is in the total amount of $733,367.31.
Make a motion.
Changes were moved to approve.
Second.
Motion by Van Dusen, second by Gable, to approve the claims. Any further questions? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries.
I do have one more claim, and I separated this off. This is for Johnson Controls in lieu of the service agreement for government buildings in the amount of $5,782.89.
Move to approve.
Second.
Motion by Johnson, second by Gable. Is there any further discussion?
That's part of the HVAC project.
Yes, HVAC project. Yep, that's service agreement.
Seeing no more questions, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries.
No budget supplements.
Any action to approve personnel changes?
No personnel. We have one travel. And that is a Codington County Public Health Office individual to attend regional staff meeting. They'll be using a state car, traveling with other state employees.
Move to approve.
Second.
Motion by Johnson, second by Gable to approve this travel request. Any further question? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Item 18. Public notice of a possible quorum of commissioners could be in attendance. Trying to think.
I don't think I have anything. Nothing.
Seeing none, we'll move down to item 19. Is there any old business?
Just real quick, Mr. Chair. So people remember we talked about the Bill Garnos's report on jail population projections. So that's posted to the county website. If people want to take a look at that, it's technically in draft, but I don't think it's going to change much. And I already showed the summary page a few, like a month or so ago, but if people want to take a look at that, or if you have trouble finding it on the county website, just let me know and I'll point you to it. Thanks.
Any other old business? Any new business? Seeing none, now it's time for public comment. See anybody here for public comment? Any commissioner comments? Item 22. No action for any executive.
We do a really quick executive.
Oh, on what numbers?
I guess it'd be personal.
Personnel. Okay, then we'll have to
No action, just a quick.
okay. we need to,
I'll move that we go to executive session.
Second.
motion by Johnson, second by Waterman to go into executive session. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Good stuff, then.